Happy Sunday once again, Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. This is your Tennessee versus Bowling Green Game 3 recap. Tennessee takes care of business again this weekend. 3 games, 3 run rules. That's what we like to see. That was an offense that was clicking all weekend. If Bowling Green gave them a little bit of an inch, Tennessee took a foot. It was all weekend long. It was good to see. Offense hitting on all cylinders. Pitching, first couple days good. Today, some good, some bad. Today as well, but that's they kind of surprised me on who started today. Is Derek Schaefer got the start? I figured it would be Seacrest again, but Tony Vitello did mix it up and put Derek Schaefer in. But I'll get to the pitching here in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead and start off with the offense on this day. As Tennessee goes to 11-1 today, they win 16-6. And Christian Moore led off 1 for 3 with a run scored. He had a walk. He had a strikeout again. Camden Bates come in later and pinch hit for him. He had a sac fly and an RBI. Good at bat for him. Blake Burke 1 for 4, 1 RBI, 1 double. He had another stolen base today. No strikeouts for Burke. Robin Villeneuve pinch hit for Burke later in the game. Went 1 for 1 for an RBI. He got the day off, but did get that pinch hit and lined one into left field late in the game. Billy Amick 1 for 4. He did have 2 strikeouts. He got caught looking both times on that. Cal Stark pinch hit for Amick late in the game and 1 for 1 with an RBI with the base hit up the middle. Nice job by Cal Stark. Gavaris Tears was 1 for 2. He had 2 walks. He had 3 runs scored. He had a stolen base, so a very efficient day for him. Hunter High pinch hit for him later on, went into the game. He strikeout looking in his one time. Cannon Peebles, this is one I like right here. I put Peebles, I put Dylan Dreiling, and I put Dalton Bargo on the cover. That was my main guys. I like what I saw out of them today. Peebles 3 out of 3, 2 RBIs, 1 double. He had a walk today, but he raised his average today up to 324. So, I mean, he's gone from under 200 up. He's starting to hit the ball right now, and he still doesn't have a home run on the season, as he was double digits in home runs last year for North Carolina State. But the home runs are going to come. He's starting to swing a good bat right now, so very good to see for him. Bradkey Lowry did pinch hit for him, or he pinch ran for him later on. He got in at bat. He struck out in his one at bat. He did score a run when he got on base. Dylan Dreiling 2 for 4 today, 4 RBIs, a double. He had a massive home run. He had a walk. He did have the 1K, 3 runs scored, but Dreiling as well was a guy I said we may need to see more out of. He's got his average up to 324 after the weekend as well. He had a good weekend. He had a good couple games. Dalton Bargo, this is a guy I'm starting to think you'll have a real hard time keeping out of the lineup. His one flaw is the strikeouts, but he went 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. He had a double, 2 runs scored. He had a stolen base as well. Bargo's average on the year now is at 400. Like I said, that's a guy I just think they're going to have a hard time keeping him out of the lineup when they get to SEC play. Let's see. Dean Curley went 0 for 1 today. He did have 1 walk. So he was, let's see what else Curley. He was hit by a pitch as well. So, he was pinch hit for later on by Ethan Payne. Good for Ethan Payne. 2 for 2 for him again today. I think that's 3 straight at bats for him with hits. And me and a buddy of mine was texting at one point trying to remember when Payne had a hit. Well, he's had 3 of them in a row now. Reese Chapman got the start in right field. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, 1 looking. This guy, they're giving him opportunities, and it's just not happening. I really think at this point, I said Dreiling. I have thought Chapman was out. I have thought he's an odd man out, that you're not going to see much of him. He's just not doing much of his opportunities. Hunter Ensley, he batted once. He walked. He had an RBI on it. It was a bases loaded walk. It was a good at bat. He worked the count full and then took the ball forward, got that run in. But Chapman's getting opportunities, man, but his average on the year right now, he's at .091. Hunter Ensley got 229. You got Colby Backus getting opportunities at bats. Now, he doesn't have many, but he's 3 for 6 on the year. He does have a home run. He's essentially gotten more done than Ensley and Chapman have. So at what point do you possibly look at Colby Backus in there? I don't know. I think really your lineup, I still say it at this point, you're looking at Tiers, Dreiling, and Villeneuve's going to be your starters in the outfield. If it's not one of those, it's Bargo. That's your guys right there. Hunter Inslee's not getting the job done. Maybe he does later on, and maybe things come around for him. Reese Chapman is not getting it done. I really think, it may be a day where if Peebles is DHing, you got Cal start catching, then, it's going to be either Villeneuve or Bargo. That's really two guys it's hard to keep out of lineup. But if Dylan Dreiling's swinging the way he has the last couple of days, how you going to keep him out of lineup? You're definitely not taking Tiers out of the lineup. But, good weekend, a solid weekend. And if you look up and down this lineup, most of your regular players are over 300 or even over 400 at this point. Your Curry is the only kind of everyday guy. He's at 278, which is respectable. He does have less at bats as well. So if he has a couple good games, he's right back over 300 quickly. But just a good day for the offense. And I'll talk about the pitching. Wanted to get to the pitching today. Before I get to that defense, today they're fielding. I've talked about they've been pretty solid all year. Lowry, he did have an error, not error. He did have an error. So it's a guy, again, gets opportunities, just not getting the job done when he's given those opportunities. He was given an opportunity the first weekend before Curley was healthy, didn't do anything with it. He said he's going to get a little bit of playing time in these blowouts, but otherwise, I think what you'll mainly see him for is pinch hitting or pinch running at some point. I don't think you'll see him play a whole lot moving forward. But the pitching today, like I said, Derek Schaefer, old Tony Vitello kind of pulled one on us. Started Derek Schaefer today. He went 1 1/3. Not a very good outing for him. He faced batters faced. He faced 7. He had 2 walks, 1 hit, gave up 2 runs on it. No strikeouts. So he didn't make a case for himself today. And Andrew Banky come in later on, went 2/3 of an inning. He faced 2 batters. He got them out. He had 2 ground outs. Matthew Dallas again come in. He didn't even register facing. He didn't even get 1/3 of an inning in. He walked 2 batters in the 2 batters he faced. He had control issues the other night against High Point as well. So that's something with him. Lots of talent, but they're going to have to get those control issues under control with him. Kirby Cannell come on in the 3rd inning, come on and got Dallas out of trouble. Actually, he had 2 strikeouts. He got a ground out. He got the win today as well. So good for Kirby Cannell. Marcus Phillips threw 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. This dude brings heat. I like when he comes in. He's a dude, could possibly be a closer at some point for this team. We didn't see Nate Snead any this weekend. He threw quite a bit of pitches against High Point. I think you'll probably see him against Kansas State or Southern Indiana this coming week. But Tennessee threw 8 guys today. Dylan Lloyd come in 1 inning. He gave up 2 walks, didn't give any runs. Xander Sechrist, 2 hits in his 1/3 of an inning, 2 runs, 2 earned. Not a very effective outing for him. Austin Hunley, 2/3 of an inning. He finished off that 7th inning, 2 runs, because Tennessee was in line to finish the run roll in the top of the 7th. But Sechrist and Hunley gave up 4 runs between the 2 of them. Prolonged the game till the 7th. Tennessee did come in with their offense and ended that game with the run roll. So, not a great day, I would say, on the mound. Kirby Cannell, Marcus Phillips, definitely your most 2 impressive guys on the day for them. But, it gets a lot of young guys in as well. You get a lot of time for them, which is good to see. Also, as they're going to need these guys, especially if you get in these midweek games, and you will build bullpen depth as you move forward as well. But the road ahead this week, so that's your lineup stats, your pitching. The road ahead this week, Tennessee faces a tough Kansas State team Tuesday night. Let me look at the time it's listed. That'll be a 6 p.m. game. So unless weather changes things, actually the Tuesday and Wednesday night games both are 6 p.m. I'll probably drop a preview of Kansas State tomorrow, and then I'll do a post-game Tuesday night. The Southern Indiana game, basketball is going to take precedent over it because it's a big one. Wednesday night, Tennessee, South Carolina. Tennessee wins. They win the Southeastern Conference regular season championship outright. If they don't, I mean, they'll still have a chance, but they'll need some help for that to happen as well. But basketball is going to take precedent moving forward on this. I will be going live right after the game Wednesday night. Also, hopefully, we'll be having some happy stories and celebrating a regular season SEC championship. Get ready to hang another banner in the stands. But as always, before I wrap this thing up, make sure you like, share, subscribe. This thing is since Wednesday night, since the Auburn game post show on. This thing is blown up this weekend. I think we gained over 70 subscribers in like 4 days. Awesome, man. Hit over 1,000 views on 2 videos, the post game last night and the next day today for Alabama. So that's pretty awesome, man. Thank you guys for your support. Let's keep this thing rolling. We'll roll again Wednesday night after South Carolina, and then we'll look at it moving forward that. But as always, I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Have a good Monday and start to your week. My name is Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel. And as always, go Vols.